It's not just superstitions. We need outside perspective.
So, what? We just randomly recruit the next adventurer that passes by?
And just like that, Auri-El provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reef Tarnamir of the Divine Prosecution. As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing compete. I thank the Divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Halimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But better to ask Lorne about it. Capturing the ghost was her obsession for a time. The fact that he's returned does not sit well with her. They're the most gifted investigators I've ever trained. Soraville has keen eyes and solid instincts when it comes to reading people. Good at finding pressure points. For Lorne, logic is an art. She's clinical in her sensibilities, precise. Many of us have come to rely on magical inquiry to solve crimes. She relies on her wits and intuition. Lorne and Soraville drifted apart shortly after they caught the original Ghost of the Green. It's a complicated matter, and not my story to tell. Suffice it to say, as I said, was the Chief Inquisitor for the Divine Prosecution's Hindelatus wing. The division charged... Well, I own the land, so in some ways I have even greater authority than I did as Chief Inquisitor. I still enjoy a bit of clout, too. Ha! Fair, I suppose. I may be retired, but I've spent the better part of 3 centuries examining crime scenes and interrogating criminals. Well, you're the right person for the job right now. Time and circumstances, my friend.
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already. I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be a... It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the ghost. The ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a fern over the body. I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle. It also might be worth...
You have your instructions, yes? I can't imagine any of them. There was a time when I could tell you practically everything. We worked together for years, but, well, not every partnership is eternal. Just know that she's brilliant. The most... I am a Revelator Naganwe, a Death Seer. I use magic to solve murders. It's one of the essential roles in an investigative quorum. Of course, magic often falls... She prefers wit to mysticism. All High Elves possess near-perfect memory, but Lorne puts us all to shame. She can recall tiny details in an instant and finds patterns even quicker.
It really is too bad about Halimorian. I told him he shouldn't be so free with his politics. It's a different climate now, after all. You have to watch what you say around people. On the upside... Oh, darling, you're a bit late to the party if that's why you're here. I already submitted my statement to the Revelators, and my alibi is thrice confirmed. To be honest, the only... Yes, a charming young wood elf named Farrell. I only recently brought her on. She used to work for the late Halimorian, but there was some kind of incident. According to my other servant girl, she often came back here to visit the friends she left behind. She'd attend Bosmer suppers, midday revels in the grape fields, that sort of thing. I encourage my girl. Aren't you a cherry blossom? That would be lovely.
Sorry, I didn't really see what happened. I'm Mistress Philanway's lady-in-waiting. I see to her needs at all hours, day or night. She has done me a great honor in allowing me to serve. Oh, just that. The honor of lady-in-waiting is usually reserved for other high elves. Mistress Philanway doesn't seem to mind, though. She likes to keep me motivated by reminding me how insignificant I am.
What do you want? The Revelator's already questioned me and cut me loose. I just want to be here. You don't. The Ghost of the Green has returned. Zen's avenging champion. Of course it's exciting. These Longlegs thought they executed him years ago, but now he's back, ready to dole out Deepwood justice. New around here, eh? Halimorian was a sap-ass dandy, slapping wood elves with one hand and groping them with the other. The Ghost of the Green just did what the prosecution would. Murdered? No, executed. Executed by a righteous hand. Just have a look around, outsider. I'll bet my horns you'll find evidence of misdeeds. This was a long time coming. Hopefully it put these other long-legged prigs on notice.
Ah! You come to babble with Babblebrook? When came the killers? I had a look. Babblebrook knows what Babblebrook sings. Why can't you make sense of things? A ghost did bring the vintner's end, but even wraiths can have a friend. Don't you see? Death comes in twos. Friends and killers both win and lose. Killers and killed are two, it's true. So near, the source of fear. But Babblebrook babbles too long, it seems. Best...
Another body. Delightful.
Oh dear. Blood on her hands and blouse. But no slashing wounds. This doesn't fit the pattern. The ghost always kills with a bow. This was spur of the moment. Unexpected. Maybe she fought back.
Why do you insist on puzzling these things over like an femme? You know the death memory ritual. It's a simple...
Enough, Soraville. You know that's forbidden. Admonin, look around and see if you can find the source of this blood.
Touch me again, and I'll take your finger.
You found something? So did I. It looks like Fariel was strangled, not stabbed. This blood must be the attackers. A sickle? I intend to, yes. I'm a fair hand at alchemy. You'd be surprised how useful it can be in my line of work. I've caught more killers with flasks and alembics than I have with any sword. My husband used to say Sorry. I suppose it's past time I told you. The ghost murdered 17 people before we caught him. His last victim was my husband. Soravil's wife committed suicide when she heard the news. They were having an affair, you see. It's fine, I just... Now you see why we needed a neutral party. Enough. Let's get back on task. I'd like...
Go rob someone else.
Sorry, I don't mean to be checking up on you. I just think better when I walk. And the blood is still simmering in the alembic. It will be some time before I have the results. From what I hear, the accusations are almost certainly true. So, the original ghost murder spree started with a high elf farmer who took liberties with his Bosmer laborers. We never published the details of that investigation. It can't be none that I'm keen to share, not yet anyway. For now, let's go with what we know. The Wood Elves have motive. Soraville went down to the cottage east of here to look around. Meet him there.
You, Chief. It would bring me no joy to unleash our revelators on your new home, but I'll have to unless you let us take a look around.
Fine, but just one of you, your partner. Do your work, then leave us in peace.
One, then. I'll be sure to report your compliance to the Divine Prosecution.
We have a choice in that. Come, join me for a meal. Meat's fresh enough. If you like.
I suppose I'll stay here to break bread with the Chief while you have a look around. Not the way I wanted things to go, but we will simply have to adapt. Did she? I must admit, I'm surprised. Lorne never talks about that ordeal. Certainly not with me, anyway. My. Are you an adminin or a confessor? Tarnamir is quite right. After all that happened, we had a difficult time getting back into a routine. Tarnamir. When the Ghost of the Green returned, Tarnamir naturally called on the two people best suited to catch him. It was awkward at first, but we've met. Not regularly, no. We High Elves have acute memories, but I find that if you... anything at all that could link this clan, or one of its members, to the murders of Halamorian or Fariel. None of these Wood Elves held Halamorian in high regard. We just need to find out if that enmity led to... Operate under the assumption that the killer was here, or still could be. Question everything you see and hear, and... yes. I hadn't even thought of that. A corrupt High Elf merchant and an abuse... I find everything suspicious. Whoever this killer is, they've obviously acquainted themselves with the ghost's history and methods. We kept most of those details secret, but honestly, I think this is the work of a deranged and obsessive mind. One of these Wood Elves read about the Ghost of the Green, saw an opportunity for cultural glory, for...
Are you with the Divine Prosecution? My husband warned me you might come poking round. Halamorian hated us. He abused our children and tried to drive us off. Of course the High Elves would suspect us. And our son Kellan, he... Never mind, please just go. We don't want any trouble, we just want to live here in peace. Yes, I'm sure. Look, you're free to look around. Just try to... We're simple men, we don't have much. Halimor...
Bosmer cuisine is truly revolting. I bought us as much time as I could. I hope you found something useful. A shrine? There's an old shrine to Ifre west of here, the Red Temple. But from what Tarnamir... We should split up. Don't want this little scamp slipping out behind us. I can handle this gap easily. You search the other hall.
What's happening? Am I... The ghost recruited me. Said he needed me. He gave me the costume. Told me to kill as he would. Farrell is dead. Oh, Divines. You've cursed me, haven't you? I only shot Halamorian, I swear it. Farrell never saw his face.
You never said his name. I didn't need to know.
I was too slow. Damned Mer slipped right past me. Tall for a wood elf, and quick as a spooked hare. So... Wait, what? What do you mean, another ghost of the green? The journal you showed me... What about the wood elf girl, Fariel? Did he kill her too? Yes. Show her the arrow immediately. Perhaps she can compare Kellan's blood to the blood on Fariel's sickle.
You're back. And not a moment too soon. Do you have something for me? A second ghost. I suspected as much. And he killed this Kellan with that arrow. Another High Elf hunting arrow, like the one that killed Halimorian. Kellan had motive. This second ghost provided the costume. So, this isn't about Halimorian. It isn't about the Wood Elves or Altmer prejudiced. It's about me. It's always been about me. I just finished experimenting on the blood from Fariel's sickle. It was Altmer blood. This second ghost isn't some wood elf. What? This place has been... What happened here? Oh no. No. Tarnamir? Tarnamir, are you here? Tarnamir? No. I can't. We found something. This is a message. Everything in this room. Elevane is another name for the Helis Owl. Elevanes lay their eggs, then abandon them. We use that word to describe people who are cold-hearted or aloof. And then there's, or more likely, someone I failed to love. No. It can't be. The ghost of the Green ruined Somerville's life. Just as he ruined... Stand back, and I'll show you. You already saw how Kellan died. Now, we'll see the others.
What's this? A tiny ghost of a Green? Ha! Run along, well, before... What have I done?
Kellan definitely killed Halamorian. Now, Fariel.
Who are you?
I'm afraid you've seen too much. You poor thing.
Somerville was observing Kellan when Fariel saw him. She slashed him with her sickle before he overpowered her.
So it is you. Shame on you.
The shame is Lord's, old Mer. Now she'll have your death on her conscience, too.
No, Somerville. This is you and you alone.
Give my regards to my loving wife and Lorne's degenerate husband. Lorne? I know you're watching, Lorne. Now that I've broken your spirit and you've broken your vow, come to the place where my wife is buried. There, I will break your body.
I need some air. I'll be outside. How could he blame me for this? Is it not enough that I lost my husband? Damn him. His wife was buried here. This is where we'll find him. You're sticking by my side. Even after I used that death memory ritual. I told you how the ghost of the Green killed my husband. Somerville's wife. Not for that. For what came after. Somerville wanted us to mend each other's wounds. Perhaps even fall in love and make a life together. Come, let's put an end to this. We can't let Somerville escape again. Soraville. Is he... He is. It's done then, isn't it? I will be. The arrow struck near my collarbone. Soraville was a gifted marksman. Maybe he couldn't see as well through the mask, or it was nerve. One more thing, if you're willing. I'm certain that Soraville never spoke to Kellan's parents, given that this was all his scheme to... I just need a moment here alone. Ironic that this came to a head in such a holy place. He did. Perhaps I deserved it. But all those people... An innocent girl... A naive young man... You're right, I suppose. I just wish...
deserve to know what's going on.
I don't. I am sorry. But the prosecution is still examining his body.
You!
We will release his remains.
I remember you. Please, you have to tell me what's going on. My son, Ifre's mercy. How could you? Why didn't you save him? Damn this place. Damn the prosecution.
A hard thing to witness. There are rarely any happy endings in this line of work. You just have to remember that things would be much worse had you not been here. That matters.
was hoping you'd wander by. I could really use your help right about now. You're just in time, my friend. I could use your help. Katora has imprisoned a group of adventurers in mine traps, just as the Dark Entity did to you. I've established mental links with... Let me attune you to my spell. There. Now we're connected through the mental links. Find the 3 adventurers. Kynar should be our first priority. Though don't tell him I said that. We approach Magecraft differently, but he's an accomplished practitioner. Deeper inside the ruins. Just watch out for the Yagra creatures. I've never seen them before, but they appear to come from the sea. Also, Kynar and the others will appear to be in a deep sleep. When you get close enough, the spell I'm maintaining should transport you... Hard to say. Each one is formed from an individual's personal memories. This kind of magic is insidious. It takes control of the target's mind, as it did... Not very much, I'm afraid. I can sense a dark presence, but I've established a link with the 3 adventurers.